Hey, and welcome to another episode of Faithful Leaders. And I'm here with Thomas. Thomas, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. There's a lack of leaders out there to help us grow. A lot of leaders are retiring, and the next generation isn't growing fast enough in their ability to lead. I was working with a leader, Mary, who saw this, who noticed that the system through growth was not being handled well by the leader that was in place, and they needed to have a next level of leader in place for that. So she needed to be able to pick that leader who could be faithful to do that work.
Yeah, that's definitely an issue. I mean, we hear about hiring, but hiring good leaders is even tougher these days. So, what happened?
Oh, it's massively difficult, but the Lord gives us the tools we need. So I want to go to the example in Exodus 18, where Ruel, also known as Jethro, is really the first biblical management consultant, talking to Moses about the work that he's doing and how he can stop being overwhelmed and how he can delegate his work effectively and structure those who can be rulers underneath him. And so first, he starts out saying he wants to pick a person of character and competence. So let's take a look at that from Exodus 18:21. So what does Moses do? He looks for who? For able men. This is the quality that he's looking for. He's looking for that competence. He's looking for him from all the people that he has in front of him. And he's looking also for those who have character, who fear God and who are trustworthy and hate a bribe. And so those are the characteristics he's looking for. And what's he going to do with that? Once he's looked for that person, he's going to place such men over whom? Over the people as chiefs, as rulers of thousands, of hundreds, of fifties, and of tens. And so what Moses does is he looks for those who fear God, both in their words and their deeds, who follow God's principles in their words and deeds, and can do the work.
Yeah, and I love that there's such a great biblical application there. So, what did Mary do with that information?
Well, she had to test for it. Testing is a biblical principle. Moses was looking for these able men, as the text describes, and also for deacons in the New Testament. Let them be tested first to know that they have character and competence. So how can you test for that? You can ask historical, factual questions. Tell me what you did. So Mary would ask, tell me how you handled this situation, how you listened for competing narratives and stories, and how you discerned right from wrong. And in that, Mary's listening for, do you fear God? Do you have the right belief and principle for our organization? And are you a person of character who acknowledges what God acknowledges as good and what God calls evil? So that's number one. Number two, tell me if you're able. Tell me what you did to get this result. And Mary's listening for, are they able to do this? Do they have the skill? Do they have the wisdom, the knowledge, and the experience in order to do the work? And can they do it at the right level? Could they be a commander of tens, of thousands, of fifties, of hundreds? What level of work are they able to do it at? And so after she did that, she was able to select the right level of leader, get that leader in place who had character and competence to do the work.
That's great. I love how the Bible gives us the tools to make the right choices, even in picking leaders, which is amazing. And you're going to want to stay tuned because in future episodes here, Thomas is going to actually walk you through some of specifically how to do that. So tune in for that. And of course, if you love the content, if you want to share this, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel or pass on the email each week. And we would love to have you back. So Thomas, thanks for sharing that great information today. And we hope everyone applies it, right?
That's right. Yep. Stay tuned in the future. We'll talk about how to get the right level of leader. In the meantime, be a faithful leader so you can find faithful leaders.